Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez and today I'm going to be unboxing this War of Mine, the board game. As you might be able to see, the plastic's already kind of tearing itself off, so I'm probably not going to need to use a pizza cutter today. I hope that will not spell the end of my entire channel. I feel like that pizza cutter is the true star of what I do here. But you know, this game, it's based on a video game, and I think I played it for like 2 minutes and then, not because it was bad, I think I got distracted and had to do something else, and then I just never returned to it. But it's been kind of intriguing me, this game. Let me turn to the back and we'll go over some of the little flavor text on here if I can, and that'll help me talk to you about it. So it says, a story that must be told. The sun is about to set, and with it fades the threat of catching a sniper bullet if you're reckless or desperate enough to stick your nose out of the shelter. But night brings no solace. Whatever little surprise we gathered are now at risk because of marauding looters and worse. Our group is small, but we manage. Right now, the strongest among us are readying themselves to sneak out under the cover of darkness and scavenge food and anything of value. The rest will try to catch some sleep and prepare for another day of war, another day of struggling for survival. Welcome to Pogoren, a besieged city where a group of citizens is trying to survive the horrors of an unending war. Make hard choices, face difficult challenges, and tell an unforgettable and meaningful tale whenever you share this unique experience with your friends. There are no points or competition, just those who will make it until the ceasefire. The road to survival is hard as you are trapped in the middle of a military conflict where moral and ethical principles lose meaning. Manage your shelter, craft items necessary for your existence and defense, explore the vast city, and risk your life scavenging for resources along with your friends. Is surviving war a victory? That depends on what you become. So, this game, I heard it was at least loosely based on an actual war. I don't know if it is really specifically or not. But, you know, it's not a game where you're fighting battles. You are just people in a city trying to survive what's going on around you. And my understanding is it makes you make some very tough choices. For instance, I don't know if this is actually one of the ones in there, but for instance, like if a neighbor comes to you asking if you will share your food, you could do that, but of course then you'll have less food. So like, what is the right choice? Do you let them starve to help feed your own group, or do you actually give them food? So it's kind of interesting. I'm excited to try it. Let me flip this back over and we'll start, actually, I'll tear it off from here. So it says it's mature content recommended for ages 18 and up. It plays for 1 to 6 players for 45 to 120 minutes. Now, I have heard some people say that they actually like this best as a solo game, so I'm going to probably try to do it both ways and cover both experiences when I do a review of this, but that's kind of an interesting thing. So let me pull this off. Oh wow. So I have the book of scripts, which I'm guessing is things, yeah, it's going to tell you to turn to certain numbers and read what it says. So there's a lot in here. Looks like close to 2,000 options, maybe. Yeah. So I imagine you could probably play this multiple times and have very different experiences each time, which I think is fantastic. Journal. Okay, so I think this is more or less the rules. One thing that's kind of neat about this is my understanding is you don't really have to read a big rule book to learn how to play it. Like this booklet, I believe, will walk you through it, which I think is great. My usual way I learn games is I will watch a how to play video first if there's one available, and then I'll read the rule book because it kind of helps me to have seen it, so like those rules make more sense. I'm not just trying to conceive of these things without having a visual on it previously. So that's usually what I do, but if a game has a way to actually walk you through learning, I think that's really fantastic. Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion kind of did that, which was a great thing that they did. So, okay, so it's a save sheet. So I'm guessing you can just save your progress through here. That's kind of cool. I don't know how necessary that is. Maybe it's very necessary. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is really the kind of game that you need to play over a long period of time or not. I'm sure it's not a very short game, but let's see. Endless Night. Huh. Okay, so this, I wonder if this is a different variant. It looks like a setup changes, which makes me think there might be something different. The last day. So these might be different scenarios. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, so we have a bunch of things to punch out here. We've got misery, wounds, knives, a guitar. That's interesting. I wonder if you can play the guitar and it helps with the misery, or if you can, pro wrestling style, whack people over the head with it. I'm not sure. I feel like it's that first one. But, hey, I'd be down for anything. There's bandages, herbal medicine, moonshine, alcohol, ammo, canned food, raw food, herbs, filters. Fascinating stuff. Assault rifles, broken assault rifles, broken shotguns, lock picks, coffee, sugar, all kinds of stuff. Hatchets, pistols. I don't know, obviously there's weapons in here. I don't know how big a part fighting things off plays. I really don't. I think maybe there's looters that can come and try to take your stuff. I'm not sure if that's right. Okay, let me get this board out here. I'm going to try to... This looks interesting. It looks big, is what it looks like. Oh boy, okay. Bear with me. This is unfolding in strange ways that I wasn't prepared for. You think you've seen it all at some point. And then something comes along, and I'm butchering this. This is hilarious to me. I've never had this much trouble unfolding a board. It's just not making sense to me. Okay, here we go. Here, oh, sorry about that. Wowie, that was an ordeal. I don't know why I was having so much issue with that, but I really was. Okay, I'm going to see if I can zoom this out a little more. I don't know if I can. I think it might be zoomed out as I can be. So I'm just going to kind of scroll it, give you an idea of what it looks like. You can hear things dropping as I try to move this around. Okay. I don't even know. I mean, a lot of these places are clearly where you'd put cards. I'm just not sure what all of it is. There's places for events, objectives, visitors. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of things. So, ton of stuff going on here. Let me flip this over, because there's definitely something on the back. Okay, so this is a different looking setup. And I wonder if this is to do with different scenarios or what have you. I'm guessing. It's really pretty. I mean, it looks very, kind of stark and depressing, but I think that's sort of the point. So, I like that. That's really impressive. See, now I fold it up like it's nothing. That's fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, long day at work. We're going to blame that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get into some of this stuff. I'm going to open these up. There's a few various plastic things in here. I'm not sure what they all do. Alright, so we have a nice little thing of little see-through gem rock kind of things. One of them's red. The rest are all extremely light blue. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, I have a bag of plastic gears, it looks like. So, not sure how that works, but that's interesting. And then this looks like maybe little plastic planks of wood. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but could certainly be that. Okay, so I'm going to aside. So we've got these little guys that, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to put those on the bases of your miniatures so you know who belongs to who. I'm debating about going through the cards because I'm not sure. This might be a game that has spoilers in it. And I think most of these cards are pretty heavily text anyway, so I don't know how interesting that would actually be. So I may hold off on that. Chapter Residence, yeah. So I think most of these are going to be pretty text heavy. There might be something else to them, but I don't expect really a lot. So let me get into the dice. These look like they have some interesting things going on here. So let's dump these out. So we have 1d10, which is a pretty standard looking one. Like there's no weird sides, I don't think. Yeah, pretty standard d10. And then I've got a yellow, a gray, and a red die. And these all have different sides. There's like knives on the yellow. The red one has like targeting reticles and it's like bullet hole spray kind of thing. And the black one has fists. So these all might be kind of like fight icons, I'm guessing, based on what kind of weapons you use. And let's get to the miniatures. I have not really seen these for the most. They're kind of on the back, but I haven't seen any real big, awesome pictures of these yet. Oops. So let's see here. I'm gonna try to get that focused in here. Okay, man, they look pretty good. It's like a pretty good amount of detail on these guys. I think these are all specific characters that you can play as. Yeah, it's nice. It's interesting. I'm so used to models that have that are like sci-fi or fantasy, and these are all, you know, relatively normal-looking people. I can get this in the right spot here. But that being said, I mean, they look great. Wow, okay, so let's see. Okay. I don't know, honestly, if these are ones I will paint or not, just because, I don't know, because they are so kind of normal people-ish, even though they're very good. I mean, they look great. This particular woman has a guitar strapped to her back, so we talked about guitars earlier. I think it'd be great if you could hit someone with a guitar. That would please me immensely, but I don't know if that's in the cards here. So this guy has like a, I can't really look at it too great, but it's kind of like a hammer, like it looks like a homemade hammer or hatchet or something. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Let's see, just a few more here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they look really nice. I mean, if I ever get around to painting my board games in general, maybe I'll do them and just kind of do, you know, a fairly simple job. If you guys have seen the contrast paint that Games Workshop puts out, that's a really, I mean, it's not as simple as they tried to make it sound when they first came out with it, but it is a nice way to get some good color depth without having to do tons and tons of layer of colors, which is, you know, where a lot of the time sync comes from. But these all look great. I do like them a lot. I'm gonna check under here and make sure there's nothing kicking around underneath. I don't think there likely is. Okay, doesn't seem to be. So that's pretty much the components. Like I said, I didn't want to get into the cards because I'm afraid there might be some kind of a spoiler thing in there. I don't know if that's the case, but regardless, it's good to have some stuff left to surprise. I don't know how exciting me going through cards really is. I know I do it in some of my videos, and I'm never sure if that's something that people are enjoying or not. So if you hate seeing me flip through cards, definitely let me know. I would want to avoid it if everyone has, you know, can't stand that. But I'm excited to try this, even though I don't want to say it doesn't sound like it's a fun game. That doesn't seem fair. That's not exactly what I mean. It's just that it's such a dark, kind of serious topic that I think it's going to be one that provokes a lot of thought. That's what it is. And knowing me and how I've played with video games that have moral choices, I have trouble. I almost never choose the bad choice. And I'm wondering if that is something that will even possibly lead you to a win. You know, like you've always helped out people that need it. That may end up causing you to not survive. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think it's going to make me really sad, but I'm still really excited to try it because it just, I don't know, it's just so intriguing to me. So have you tried this one at all? If you have, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I've definitely heard some good stuff from people, so I'm excited to give it a shot. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you'll know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.